Hey everyone, welcome to the video of the week. Today's video of the week is NXT Takeover New Orleans and WrestleMania coverage. But before we get into NXT Takeover New Orleans, let's get into our shoutouts for this weekend. The shoutouts go to Shauna Palm, Bill Schertzer, and Dale Reichard, who did my little challenge thing on Facebook. So I thank you for that. So moving on to our NXT TakeOver matches. First off, we have the unsanctioned match. By the way, these are not in order, so this was actually the main event of the night. The unsanctioned match between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. If Johnny Gargano won, he will be reinstated into the NXT roster, in which Johnny Gargano came out victorious after what was an awesome match between the two. Moving on, we had NXT Women's Champion Ember Moon defending against Shayna Baszler, in what Shayna Baszler became the new NXT Women's Champion as she made Ember Moon pass out. Moving on, we had the first ever crowning of the NXT North American Champion, and it was between Ricochet, Adam Cole, Killian Dane, EC3, Velveteen Dream, and Lars Sullivan, in which Undisputed Era's Adam Cole came out victorious and became the very first ever NXT North American Champion. Moving on, we have the tag team title match, and also for the Dusty Rhodes Cup as well. It was Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong versus Authors of Pain versus Undisputed Era, represented by Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, in which Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly won, aka the Undisputed Era, because of Roderick Strong attacking Pete Dunne during the match, turning on him and joining the Undisputed Era. So it looks as if they have a new member. So that's going to be an interesting storyline to come. Moving on, in the NXT title picture, it was Andrade Cien Almas taking on Aleister Black, in which Aleister Black won the NXT World Heavyweight Championship, and he became the 13th NXT champion, so that's interesting. Moving on, it is WrestleMania. Now we are talking about, again, these matches will not be in order, but on the pre-show we had the Women's Battle Royal, which was won by none other than Naomi. Moving on, we had the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which was won by Matt Hardy, and the return of Bray Wyatt helped out a little bit in that match as well. Moving on, we had the Cruiserweight title match between Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali, and Cedric Alexander came out victorious. Moving on, after that, we had the Daniel Bryan returning match, where Daniel Bryan teamed up with Shane McMahon against both Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon came out victorious in what was a highly successful match as well. Moving on, we had the mixed tag team match between Triple H and Stephanie McMahon and Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle, which Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle came out victorious. I don't think this was much of a shocker, being that Ronda was debuting. I don't think that they were going to let her lose. Moving on, we had the Smackdown Tag Team title match between the Usos, New Day, and the Bludgeon Brothers, in which the Bludgeon Brothers became the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And then we had the Bar, or the Raw Tag Team Champions, defending against Braun Strowman and his mystery partner. And there was multiple predictions about who his mystery partner was, but Braun Strowman actually went to the fans and found a brave young boy named Nicholas to be his tag team partner, and Braun Strowman and Nicholas are your Raw Tag Team Champions currently. Moving on, we had Alexa Bliss defending the Raw Women's Championship against none other than Nia Jax, and Nia Jax came out very much victorious. And then we had one of the most shocking moments of the night when it was SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte defending against Asuka, and Charlotte picked up the victory and successfully has ended Asuka's undefeated streak. And I too was shocked. I honestly thought Asuka was probably going to pick up the victory. No disrespect to Charlotte, but she did show a lot in that match. Moving on, we had the United States Championship match in a fatal four-way where Rusev took on Braun versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton, and the winner of the match was Jinder Mahal with a little bit of help from one of the Singh brothers. Moving on, we had the Intercontinental title match where The Miz defended against both Seth Rollins and Finn Balor in a triple threat match in which Seth Rollins became the new Intercontinental Champion. No shocker in a way. I seen Miz possibly losing the title because he wanted to go home and spend some time with his newborn child, which, again, congratulations to Miz for. But moving on, we had a match that a lot of us didn't think was actually going to happen, but I'll tell you what happened. John Cena was in the crowd, as he stated, and then a referee came from the backstage area and told John Cena to come backstage with him for some reason. The reason ended up being a match that seemed as if was going to be with Elias Samson, but then Elias said he wasn't going to fight John Cena. John Cena then attacked Elias, and then the lights went out. Undertaker's hat and jacket was in the ring, and the lightning hit it, and then the hat and jacket were gone, and the Undertaker was there, and they had a match where the Undertaker took on John Cena in a singles match, and the Undertaker came out very much victorious. It really wasn't even a long match, to be honest with you. I think it was less than 5 minutes. So moving on, we had the WWE title match between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, in which AJ Styles successfully retained the WWE Championship and then tried to show some respect to Nakamura, but Nakamura had turned his back on AJ and attacked him after the match, causing for another storyline probably in the future. Moving on, we had the final match of the night, which was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title, and Brock Lesnar came out victorious. I think that my personal opinion is I don't think Brock should have came out victorious because he doesn't really defend the title much as is. He's a part-timer, and I don't think that he deserves it because of those reasons. But that was WWE's overall choice to let him have the title. Again, I wanted to give a little bit of grades as I always do, or as I started to do, for both events. NXT TakeOver New Orleans, I give it a solid A, which is a very high grade, but it could have been a little bit better. I think the matches, when it first started out, like, the ladder match was awesome, and the other matches were awesome, but the women's title match, I think, could have been a little bit better, in my personal opinion. And as for WrestleMania, I also give it an A as well. A lot of the matches were very, very interesting, but when it first started out on the actual show, like, some of the matches were quite, stale, because I think that they just needed a little bit more excitement in the matches. But that's just my opinion. Again, it was an overall good grade of A's for both of them. So that's still not bad. But anyways, with that said, next Wednesday's video of the week will be 5 men and 5 women I think WWE should sign next. So have a great day, peace, and thank you guys for watching. And I will be uploading Sims World in the morning.